The Smooth Groovers podcasts are licensed by the Performing Rights Society.
Smooth Groovers, in association with castlab.co.uk, training excellence in developing your podcast.
The Smooth Groovers Review licensed podcast contains smooth jazz, soul, jazz funk, and much more. Hi and welcome to Season 18, Episode 4 of the Smooth Groovers licensed podcast. This is the Prof, and as usual we introduce the show with music from the world of entertainment. A 9-year-old school kid called Joe McClane becomes a spy after his adoptive father invents a device capable of transferring a recording of expert knowledge and experience from one person's brain to another. Joe acquires special capabilities in this way and becomes the World Intelligence Network's most special agent. The TV show is a Super Marionation puppet series of the late 60s by Jerry and Sylvia Anderson. It was called Joe 90. Interesting to read that a live action film version has been proposed more than once, but nothing has appeared so far. And who did the music? Barry Gray, with the opening theme's guitar sound provided by guitarist Vic Flick, known for performing the lead guitar in the James Bond film from the 1962 film Dr. No. The series appeared on DVD in the 2000s, and the music became available on a Joe 90 soundtrack CD. And I'd like to thank Dr. Groove for suggesting the Joe 90 theme for this episode. So let's stay up-tempo with a New York-based studio band assembled by drummer and arranger Chris Hills and producer Danny Weiss in 1977. band that combines covers of great songs and original material, the Players Association. Their debut self-titled album and second album called Born to Dance both appeared in 1977, and the track Going to the Disco appeared in the latter. And it was written by Chris Hills. Members of the Players Association included Dave Sanborn, M. Tume, Steve Kahn, Mike Mandel, Michael Brecker, John Faddis and more. I mentioned those as their records are in my collection. A couple of years later, a release of what became their most popular track was also an album title written by Chris Hills and Laurel Dan and was called Turn the Music Up. Memories flooding back, LPs, 12-inch vinyl records, discos, clubs, parties, car cassette players, ghetto blasters, dance floor fillers, great radio and no internet, no social media, no mobile phones, and podcasts weren't even around then either. 1979 was the year, turned the music up by the Players Association, who disbanded in 1981, having released 5 albums. Jazzier flavours now, starting with something rather nice with some Eastern flavours. This is called Ponteo. might remember early in season 16 we played a track by Astrid Gilberto and Stanley Turrentine called Ponteo, a song composed by Edu Lobo, which appeared on a 1971 album called Gilberto with Tarantine. In fact, one website shows nearly 88 cover versions, but the song first appeared in 1967 by Edu Lobo with Marilia Medalla and Momento Quattro. Ponteo refers to a guitar playing technique. The AI response to Google search states Ponteo is a Portuguese term that refers to the act of plucking, strumming or playing a stringed instrument, typically a guitar or viola, with a pointed or articulate technique. It often refers to a melody played on individual notes rather than full chords. The orchestra of this version have definitely added their own style to the song. Jazz and All That is a 2013 album by the Satchel Studios Orchestra, who are from Lahore, Pakistan. A great version of the song. Reading from the Amazon page, an album of unique interpretations of jazz and beyond, performed by virtuosos who cut their teeth in Pakistan's flourishing Lollywood film industry. The album brings together the most accomplished classical musicians of the subcontinent to play jazz classics, with a few surprises thrown in for good measure. The album is dedicated to the memory of Dave Brubeck. The orchestra's take on Brubeck's Take 5 from their 2012 debut album held the top spot on the iTunes Jazz Music Chart in the US and the UK for many weeks, and the video became an unexpected YouTube sensation. I think we played their awesome version of Take 5 in a past show. Lots more of their music still to discover. Let's continue to move your feet with another jazzy gem, this time an Italian artist in collaboration with an artist from New Zealand.
And this alludes to the different music that has come from Africa into the different countries. First, we'd like to play a number that we stole in Brazil.
Jazz pianist and composer from Italy, Marco Di Marco, marcodimarco-jazz.com, with an internationally acclaimed saxophonist, producer, DJ and band leader who's been making albums for over 30 years, Nathan Haynes, nathanhaynes.com. The track is called Take Off. The title appears on their 2004 album called My London Friends. The version played was Nicola Conte Campe's Idea version, a remix that appeared on a 2017 CD, a various artists compilation called Saint-Germain des Prés Café Anthology. Some great jazz fusion now, an artist who started playing the piano at the age of 6 and composing at the age of 9. Pianist, keyboardist, drummer, singer, mixing engineer, composer and arranger, Valery Stepanov, getting help from the web with Russian language pronunciation, or to be precise, Valery Stepanov Fusion Project, with a single called The Sun, which appeared in 2020. Great YouTube video of the track. Great how the track has a nice smooth ending, bringing great diversity to the whole piece. Looks like he played all the instruments. I saw an interesting YouTube review on a channel called Zach Reacts. Looks like he liked the track too, and that was rather entertaining to watch. Moving to slightly more gentle sounds now, this is called The Eraser. Jazz trumpeter, multi-instrumentalist, composer and producer, formerly known as Christian Scott, and The Eraser, written by Tom York, who is the singer-songwriter and multi-instrumentalist of the rock band Radiohead. The Eraser appears on the 2010 album Yesterday You Said Tomorrow. Born Christian Andre Scott, he began performing under the name Christian Scott Atunde Adjua in 2012 as a way of reflecting his family's West African and indigenous lineage. Atunde and Adjua are ancient cities in what is today Ghana. Of his name change, he has said, "I wanted to create something that better reflected my identity and my background. I don't know specifically that my family came from Ghana. They may have come from Senegal or the Congo, but I sure as hell know I'm not Scottish." In 2023, he had his name legally changed to Zian Atunde Adjua and performs under Chief Adjua. Tons more to read on Wikipedia. More jazz fusion. Our next artist is a jazz pianist, composer and occasional percussionist who participated in the birth of jazz fusion, a winner of 29 Grammy Awards and a 79-time nominee. Lenore by Chick Corea, who composed the track. This appeared on an album release of 1976 called The Leprechaun. Chick Corea was awarded the Grammy Award for Best Jazz Performance by a Group for the album and the Grammy Award for the Best Instrumental Arrangement for one of the other tracks on the album, Leprechaun's Dream Part 1, at the 19th Annual Grammy Awards in 1977. Hard to believe that album is nearly half a century old. A bit smoother now with a duo known as the Funky Twins of Smooth Jazz. This track is called Sunset Bay. Braxton Brothers are the funky twins of smooth jazz that began their careers with a #1 album that popularised the blended sound of sax and 6-string bass melodies, which became their signature. The brothers, originally from the San Francisco Bay Area, write, record and produce their songs, giving them a sound that is both undeniably unique and still familiar to fans of the smooth jazz genre, as I read on thebraxtonbrothers.com in April 2026. The track is called Sunset Bay and appears on their 1996 debut album called Stepping Out. 30 years old and still sounds fresh. Wayne and Nelson Braxton are identical twins, both classically trained on different instruments. Check out their music by visiting their website or the streaming services, and you'll appreciate why they are known for their smooth but funky sound. Another smooth selection now from a 2025 album release called Romance Language. This is Kathy Sanborn.
Boleto listo, mucho entusiasmo. Llega el tren, aquí estás. No sabes nada, ¿qué va a pasar? Tienes muchas posibilidades. Los días pasan rápidamente. ¿Qué vas a hacer con las horas? Viaje comienza y entonces termina. La hora de regresar a la estación.
El Viaje, which means the journey or the trip, spelt Viaje with assistance from the web on Spanish translation and pronunciation. Great song, performed by Kathy Sanborn, who wrote it, and all the tracks on the album Romance Language. From kathysanborn.com we read, I wanted to create beautiful music with optimistic lyrics. My goal in music has always been to write music that can add more beauty to the world. And in this crazy world we're living in, beautiful, peaceful music is needed right now. And I agree. Romance Language is her 9th album and the first album in 8 years, which took about a year and a half to complete. I also read that the interplay between the voice and the trumpet became the main focal point for the album. The trumpet player is Wayne Ricci. Kathy supplies the vocals, also piano and keyboards. I enjoyed the album. Do check it out. If you like El Viaje, you'll like the album. The title track of the album, subtitled Homage to a Trumpeter, is a tribute to trumpeter Ewan Racey, who played trumpet on film and TV soundtracks as well as albums, and widely considered one of the finest musicians in Hollywood history, and a recipient in 2009 of the International Trumpet Guild's Honorary Award, their highest honour. On my last show we had a couple of tracks by Passport. Here's another gem from 1975. 51-year-old jazz fusion favourite that sounds just as good today as it did then, Passport and Albatross Song from their album Cross Collateral. All the songs on this 1975 album were written by bandleader and founder Klaus Doldinger, who also produced the album and played saxophone, keyboards and synthesizers. Let's relax again with this awesome masterpiece from an artist who has won 5 Grammy Awards from 11 nominations. A pianist, record producer, songwriter and musical arranger with music of multiple musical genres, much of it around jazz. This is the Robert Glasper Trio.
yo, Ron, what up? It's music. I heard you was doing my joint so beautiful. You and the guys was doing it over, and I really feel like, I really feel honored. I mean, it's a good thing that you picked that song, because I think it's important that women know how beautiful they actually are, despite whatever may be going on in the world these days. When it comes to women and how they feel about the way that they look, how men think about them, and what they think men expect of them, I don't think that truly matters at the end of the day, because the only thing that really matters is how you see yourself, 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 how you see yourself.
Robert Glasper, robertglasper.com, or to be precise, the Robert Glasper Trio, So Beautiful, live at Capitol Studios 2014. Co-written by Music Soulchild and Lee Hudson Jr., it's a cover of Soulchild's 2009 release and appears on Glasper's 2015 album Covered, where Soulchild makes a guest appearance. Head over to Robert Glasper's website and see the 2026 dates for live performances, including here in the UK in August. Just as soothing now, a short track from a new album called Diario, a sonic journey through rhythm and soul. Poeira, which is Portuguese for dust, also a brand of Portuguese red wine, and a new song by the Park Avenue Experience, who are set to captivate listeners worldwide with their highly anticipated new album, Diario. Diario, which translates from Portuguese to English with help from the web as diary, daily or journal. The album features 10 brand new tracks pulsating with irresistible grooves. Diario is a masterclass in musical storytelling, a vibrant tapestry of jazz, funk and MPB, Brazilian-style popular music, woven together with undeniable energy and passion. Diario is the 9th album by the Park Avenue Experience, a project led by the Italian multi-instrumentalist Fabio Puglisi. It's a March 2026 release, and you can find it on the Bandcamp page of Inner Worlds Records, where you can navigate to the small images of the albums and click the one of a guy sitting on a chair. Fabio is keen to point out that most of the tracks on this new album were deeply inspired by the urgency and fundamental importance of safeguarding the beauty of our planet, and particularly its greenery and nature in general. Another new album for 2026, mentioned it on my last show. The album is called Time of Change, and this track is called A Good Game. Chris Standring returns in 2026 with a heartfelt 11-song collection of inspired compositions, drawing on influences from a golden age. This retro soulful set harks back to a familiar, perhaps nostalgic time when sophisticated arrangements and beautiful harmonies were all in fashion. Featuring a top-flight 4-piece horn section and a vast array of orchestral colours, alongside Chris's unique guitar tones, Time of Change takes you on an invigorating journey from start to finish. More to read on chrisstandring.com. Another nice album. The track we played is called A Good Game.
You're listening to the Smooth Groovers Review.
All up tempo for the rest of the show, just as we started, and restarting your cardiovascular workout. Another new track for 2026. It came out in March, an international collaboration. The song title is Magnétique.
savoir si tu es bon ou mauvais. Le feu brûle tout le monde. La gravité agit sur tout le monde. La pluie tombe sur tout le monde. Ce n'est pas moral, c'est magnétique. C'est magnétique. C'est magnétique.
Par-delà le temps écoulé, assis face à l'infini, je dépose mes larmes et je fuis toute cette barbarie. Par-delà le temps écoulé, assis face à l'infini, je dépose mes larmes et je fuis le monde et ses cris. واليوم كتمشي أنا كنغني وقلبي كيطير شوية.
Ce n'est pas moral, c'est magnétique.
Par-delà le temps écoulé, assis face à l'infini, je dépose mes larmes et je fuis toute cette barbarie. Par-delà le temps écoulé, assis face à l'infini, je dépose mes larmes et je fuis le monde et ses cris.
L'univers ne se soucie pas de savoir si tu es bon ou mauvais. Le feu brûle tout le monde. La gravité agit sur tout le monde. La pluie tombe sur tout le monde. Ce n'est pas moral, c'est magnétique.
Par-delà le temps écoulé, assis face à l'infini, je dépose mes larmes et je fuis toute cette barbarie. Par-delà le temps écoulé, assis face à l'infini, je dépose mes larmes et je fuis le monde et ses cris. Par-delà le temps écoulé, je dépose mes larmes, assis face à l'infini. Par-delà le temps écoulé, assis face à l'infini, je dépose mes larmes et je fuis toute cette barbarie. Par-delà le temps écoulé, assis face à l'infini, je dépose mes larmes et je fuis le monde et ses cris. Et je fuis le monde et ses cris. Et je fuis le monde et ses cris.
الكون كيدور يدور والشتا كتنزل على كل واحد والايام كتمشي انا كنغني وقلبي كيطير بشويه كلشي كيمشي وانا باغي النور يبان.
Magnetique by Mimosa, the club mix, a collaboration between three artists from Lanzarote, Marrakesh and Brussels, blending with melodic elements with deep rhythmic energy. Not 100% sure, but I think I detect French and Arabic in the song. This seems to bear out in the text that accompany the YouTube video. An exceptionally worldwide content in this Smooth Groovers episode, I must say. Next, a get-up-and-go thumping beat instrumental by an artist who's had some pop hits in the past, but not the most ideal name for a show like this that includes jazz. Johnny Hates Jazz with Breaking Point, which was a B-side of the single called Turn the Tide. You might recall their popular hits Turn Back the Clock, I Don't Want to Be a Hero and Shattered Dreams. I did not spot an album that contained Breaking Point, but I did find a reference saying Breaking Point by Johnny Hates Jazz is primarily known as a non-album B-side to the single Turn the Tide, released in September 1989. It was not featured on their major studio albums. Anyway, I really like the track. I can't stay still when it's on. The track goes nicely with our play-out theme. The theme to the TV series Joe 90, but this time the Barry Gray Orchestra Joe 90, the Joe 1986 Club Mix, which was released in 1986. So that's it for Smooth Groovers Season 18, Episode 4 with the Barry Gray Orchestra, Johnny H. Jazz, Mimosa, Chris Dandring, the Park Avenue Experience, Kathy Sanborn, the Braxton Brothers, Chick Corea, the Robert Glasper Trio, Passport, Chief Adjua, Valery Stepanov, Nathan Haynes and Marco DiMarco, Satchel Studios Orchestra, and a couple of dance numbers from the Players Association. I hope to be back with Season 18, Episode 5 in a month or so. Meanwhile, Dr. Groove's Beyond the Groove shows are out nearly every week, serving also as a radio show for hospital, care home and day centre on the western edge of London. So this is the Prof signing off. Thanks for listening and thanks for taking part in the podcast revolution.
Podcast revolution it is.